I've put my shed up in the backyard and she's all ready to go. But now I'm going to fit it out with my top 10 things to make this shed a really functional space. But first, I'm going to put in a nice solid workbench and a few bits of shelving to make it really functional. Job's done. So when you're planning out your workbench, it doesn't matter if you want to have a crack at building one yourself or go and pick up a kit like this. I've chosen this one because it's a really easy one to put together. There's no screws on the frame, it's extra solid. Screw the top down and she's ready to go. So the next thing you're going to need is a good set of shelves. Now, this is not only going to save you a heap of space, but make it really easy to find all your bits and pieces. I love these systems because there's no screws involved, just a little tap, and it all comes together. Now that's the last of our open shelving done, but it's very important that you do have a closed cupboard and make sure it's got a lock on it. Now this place is just about ready to go and all it needs is to be filled with me toys. Well, there you have it. Hasn't taken me very long at all and hasn't cost me an arm and a leg. But what a great result. I've got everything I need at my fingertips and the place looks great. Now you might have noticed that I've used this slat wall system at the back here, which is a great new system. You pick it up from Stratco and it comes in panels like this. You screw it all together and then there's a heap of different hooks and little bits and pieces you can do to customise your wall however you like it. Now, once you put your shed together, it's all about what you're going to put into it. So I'm going to give you my top 10 best items that you need in your new shed. Number one is a good radio. See, I don't see a shed as a place for work, I see it as a place for entertainment. Number two, a nice solid vise. It's just like having an extra set of hands in your shed. Next on the list is rags. Nice and clean and always handy. Never know when you're going to spill something. I put a big bin in the corner. Then I have a little portable bin, which means I can move it around whether I'm working on the car or doing a project outside, fill it up, put it in the big bin. Next up, dustpan and brush. It's really important to keep your space clean and also protects all your tools around the place. Following on from that, I get a nice soft-haired broom and that cleans my concrete up. Once again, keeping everything in tip-top condition. The next thing is a little blower or a vacuum cleaner. So these work great just to get all that fine dust out. If you're doing woodwork or metal shavings, they're going to get everywhere. So once a week I give the shed a bit of a blowout, keeps everything pristine. Now obviously when you're working inside, light's a big issue. These are great, really cheap. These pump out heaps of light. And finally, because I spend so much time in the shed, being on concrete all day is really tough on the knees. So I always deck them out with these beautiful recycled mats. So this stuff is really comfy, and when you spend a weekend in your shed on concrete, you're going to have sore knees. But this makes sure that when you wake up Monday morning, you're ready for a big week. So guys, this is my shed and I can't wait to get stuck into it. Now the top 10 is a great way to start off your tool collection, but also you might have your own top 10 for the projects that you like to get into. But check mine out online and that'll get you started.